I'm here to talk about sex work. No, but really, I actually am here to talk about sex work. This isn't going to be a super sexy conversation. I'm not giving you free porn. I am not giving you tips on getting into the industry or anything of this. I want you to walk away from this asking how you can best support sex workers, not how to be one or how to fuck one. There is no simple way to talk about sex work. There's a hell of a lot of legal jargon, and sometimes it's really, really hard to separate one thing from another. You'll hear a lot of conversations where people are talking about legalization, and it all sounds magical and fantastic and fixes all of the problems, and then sex workers will get really angry. Sex worker organisations and individual sex workers have been pushing for decriminalisation for quite a long time now. What that actually means is we don't just make sex work legal, we strip back all criminal laws around sex work, we get rid of them altogether. It's really important to make the distinction between legalisation and decriminalisation. Legalisation can mean for a lot of us that there's still lots of criminal laws around sex work and only parts of it are legal. That means that some sex workers, usually the more vulnerable sex workers, are still at risk of arrest and of statist violence. It can also mean that rather than us ourselves being at risk, there is a risk of state violence and arrest towards our employers, our clients, our friends and family, and anyone that benefits financially from our income, and a lot of the time our co-workers. Decriminalisation doesn't mean just do whatever the fuck you want. A lot of people have that misconception. It means that governing bodies around sex work are established within the industry. It's regulated the way any other industry is, not through the criminal justice system. Employee rights, protections from abuse, coercion and financial exploitation, and general anti-trafficking laws that already exist separate from sex work laws will still apply to the sex industry. A lot of people ask whether sex workers pay taxes. Yes, we do. Well, legally we do. Realistically, just like any other industry, there are going to be people who get paid cash under the table. There are always people who get paid cash under the table. A legalisation and regulation model makes that more common because in order to pay taxes, you have to out yourself as a sex worker. So decriminalisation has been shown to be the best way to decrease violence against sex workers. It means that there is a hell of a lot less police involvement in our lives, and police are statistically the biggest risk of violence to sex workers. That means they're a bigger risk than even our clients. And it also means that when we are facing abuse from clients or family or people threatening to out us to the world as sex workers, we can contact police without risk of being arrested ourselves. A lot of people argue that decriminalisation is only being pushed for by white feminists, and that's just not true. There are movements all around the world pushing for sex work to be decriminalised, including movements headed by some of the most underprivileged sex workers. Ultimately, it is the safest option for us, and it is what we want, rather than what other people are asking for us. So yeah, that's all I have to say about decriminalisation right now. I'm going to be putting up more videos about more things to do with sex work in the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye out. Bye!